How's it going, everyone? It's your boy DaikenXDan here, back with another Epic 7 video for you all. So today we're going to be going over the developer notes. These dev notes are a little bit different than most, mainly because there's not really much talk about the future of the game, and really just slowing it down and showing us like the process of how things are made for Epic 7 and stuff like that. So very interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So right off the bat, they're talking about the world that they're building and how episode 2 is playing off, and how like episode 1, which is like, it says like the beginning of the story and the true conflict between Dishe and the Earls and the darkness threatening Erythra will be revealing while adventuring through Cydonia in episode 2. So this is like the big conflict you're talking about, and then mainly they're giving more insight to the chapter and stuff. And we can see here the monster designs. I don't think this is actually here last time, so I did check this out before, and these pictures weren't moving, so I think they actually updated this. It's actually pretty cool. And they're talking about, you know, the backgrounds they were doing and like the type of feel that they were trying to get for the area. And it's just, you know, they did a lot of work for this episode and for like the future upcoming stuff that we're getting. They put a lot of thought and process into the things that they made. They really just want to show us their you know, like a backdoor sneak peek into the world of the developer side of things, which I think is pretty cool. You know, it gives a sense of understanding to the players of why certain things are the way they are, and like why we aren't getting things as fast as we probably want them, because, you know, the process is very tedious, is very strenuous, and takes a lot of time and a lot of cooperation to get things right, especially when you're working with a team and you're trying to learn each sides of the development, like pace and style and stuff like that, trying to get everything right. You know, it's just a lot of cooperation in that sense. But right here it says the Jordan area feels as if Britannia and Cydonia were combined. It's mainly a wasteland. It has a bit of Cydonia color vegetation and a lava-filled lands due to its location between the two continents. So that's the feel they were going for, the feel of both continents together, but with like this lava feel to it. And like I did say it before, and I'll keep saying it, this adding the sunset to it is also gives a great feel, even because when you're in like this area like this, and you get a little bit more of that grass vegetation with like that sunset backdrop, it just looks very nice, and I think they did a very good job with that. So yeah, some of the monster designs, it says images displayed above are gnolls and scorpions. You'll be able to spot different wild animals while adventuring in Jordan Borderlands. When designing episode 1, we mainly focused on adequate level monsters to control the difficulty. However, in episode 2, you will meet monsters with unique regional characteristics. So that's kind of cool that they're playing on that as well. So basically, I guess the first episode they were saying they were kind of just like sticking monsters in places, but now I think they're going to be going with like the monsters are going to pertain to like the area that they're in with their color palette. So as you can see here, like you can see this one is probably like a mountain area, this one's a grass area, this one a lava area, this one probably like in a cave area or something like that. Or this one in like a snow-capped mountain, you know, just to give like some type of like regional grounded feel to the enemy, so they feel like, hey, this color palette kind of belongs in this area, you know, stuff like that. So I see what they're going with, which is a very nice touch. And they're talking about more of the unknowns and stuff here as well, that we are going to be seeing and showing the characteristics of them. And of course, this is a new boss, and I don't believe this is animated, because I did not see this here. They actually added more stuff here between the last time I was here, which is kind of cool. So you can actually see the animation of the boss here. I think it's pretty cool. It's a nice unknown. She looks kind of sad. You know, I feel kind of bad beating her up. But yeah, so that's her. What do they have to say about her? An unknown boss will also be added. If you clear episode 2, you encounter different unknowns from the outer world. This image is here one version. So of course, this is one of many of the unknown bosses. Like I said, very cool design. It's reminds me almost, you got like floating parts and stuff like that. I think it's very cool. And then they're talking more about the world of Meldrick and like the design process. I really like this, because this is like some concept work. You know, you get to see like how they take the concept work and then how they implement it inside like the world building in the game. So it's like they took this idea of like this lava cave and stuff like that, and then they put it inside the game with like this right here is what we got. And I think it's very cool how they, you know, take this and then make that with it. It says scenario long time ago, Mers, native to Cydonia, built a great city named Chandra on a fertile land in the southeast. This city was later known as the Chandra Empire. The Chandra Empire is a region which is worshipped in the United States. However, there was a revolt and a faction move to the far west until they reach a volcanic area, Meldrick. Nice. Okay, so there, some more backstory on it as well. And yeah, this definitely wasn't here before, unless mine didn't like upload all the way. I definitely think they added some more stuff since the last time I looked at it. So yeah, more about the backdrops of Meldrick. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, lava area. That's supposed to be like almost like Britannia, but in a lava wasteland area as well. Pretty cool. More on these enemies. I wasn't too big of a fan of these designs. The main reason, I guess, is because we'll see like later down there's just some other enemies. But I just feel like they stand out too much next to the actual characters. Like there's some NPCs in the game, like you could see, like early in the story where you got to do that like one mission to you gotta like go through the area multiple times. That one lady with the blonde hair and stuff, like she's an NPC, and some other people that you see, like the shop dealers and stuff, the NPCs, but they're well like the word fleshed out is the word I'm looking for, fleshed out, as far as like their lawn work. But these they look very blocky next to the other character, and it just looks very weird. And I think the problem with that is that some of the other designs, like some of the monsters, look like even better than like the actual humans. And I guess the armored guys look even better as well, because there's some armored units that we're going to see later down as well. But yeah, that's them. Like I said, I wasn't too big of a fan of them, but they're part of I do like their designs as far as their area. I think the purple one stood out a little bit more because it didn't fit the area for me. I don't think we've seen this yet. Did we see this one actually? I actually don't know. If we did, it definitely doesn't fit like the theme of the area to me. So very interesting there. Oh yeah, so Aachen right here. So prior to Ezria, some noble family moved to Sidonia from Solu, and for political reasons, initially this group stayed in Jordan borderlands before splintering off to Aachen, Perlin, and Witchhaven. Even though Aachen has a rough environment, there is a constant conflict for that reason. The inhabitants of Aachen are extremely dexterous blacksmiths. So this is the area of Aachen right here. So it's basically like this robust city design, the fortress city for like mining. I think they initially said that they were like thinking about like doors or something, because this city is built, where is it built horizontally, and the other cities are built vertically. So that's the difference between these cities and what they had in mind. Yeah, but Aachen was built vertically, yeah. So you could definitely see like the tall stature of the place right here, like how big it is on like a mountain, and everything's like skyscrapery and stuff like that. So you could definitely see the feel that they were going for with this height feel. And this is what I was talking about with the guards and stuff. So you look at these designs compared to the other guys, it just feels a little bit more fleshed out. Like they look a little bit blocky, and like the detail, like you can see some of the detail, but it's not popping out like as much as I feel like it should. And I just think, like, I don't know, maybe it's just because they're in armor that it actually just works a little bit better for that. So definitely weird. And of course, is the cannon actually an enemy? Like, is the cannon actually going to just roll up and body us? But nonetheless, they do have a cannon that has multiple different outtakes on it. You can see right here, like the animation for it. So I guess this is the actual firing animation of it. This is maybe like an energy cannon. You can see this one got like 2 fires, and that's a 1. This looks like the rising before it fires. So you can definitely see the animation process there. And then they're showing us a little bit of like the process for like, the sketchbook process of, because once again, it's a lot of work that goes into this. They don't just pop out skills. Actually, you gotta draw it out, plan it out, see how it looks on paper, and then slowly begins the animation process of these skills when they do them. And these are just like the skill 2s. It's not even talking about the actual animated skills. They take time to make every single skill seem like they are part of a character, which is really good that they take that time. And then of course they're telling more about Lulika and more about her design process. Now these are actually pretty cool. She went through a lot of different designs throughout, and that, the main thing they were definitely focusing on, you could definitely see, is like the legging parts, the garter belt. They changed their hairstyle a bit. You could definitely see the iterations of that. I wouldn't actually be surprised, or I definitely will want some of these as skins actually. You know, they're doing skins now in the game. I definitely like this A version. I would definitely like that as a skin. I'll take all of them, but definitely like that A version for sure. So if they, you know, they want to do like some skins or like some old iterations of characters, I wouldn't think that would be a bad idea. I actually think people will enjoy that. But yeah, just more about Lulika and her design process and how much detail and work that they put into her. They definitely did a lot of stuff, you know, even to the finest details, like the armband, this piece right here, the stitching work and all that. Even showing you the backdrop, even though you don't get to see all of that well, you know, just to let you know that they put that much time and effort into everything into her design. And of course the individual pieces. Now I have been saying this for a while. I do think the game uses some type of puppet animation, but it's a very smooth puppet animation. Like, I don't know how they do it. It got to be something with their engine or something. Like, this team is phenomenal. But if they are using puppet animation and it looks that smooth, like, they are doing a fantastic job. Like, you can look at some other puppet animation games. Like, I know a popular one people are playing right now. A game called Slay the Spire. It's like a dungeon roguelike game. That game uses puppet animation, so check that out if you haven't. Just to get a feel like to what that type of animation looks like. And you can definitely tell like the parts move like individually, but for this, everything's so smooth and in sync with this game. So they are using that and like using these individual pieces. Like I said, great job on the team's behalf. That engine that they're using is killing it. And yeah, so more about the storyboard process. So you could definitely see like everything that he put. It's so beautiful. Just looking at like the drawn parts of it. And like they have been saying for a while, you know, that the new end with the team that they have now and the resources that they have, they've been able to put more work because they understand their flow a little bit better. They understand the workflow of making these characters, so they actually are able to make more frames into these animations. Unlike the first couple of characters that came out, they had a few frames, like I think like some had like 12 or 18 or something like that. But now we're getting up to like 40 frames per second on some of these. I believe someone said. So that's really cool that they actually are getting. And then here's Dizzy's right here, her storyboard. I was like, they did such a good job with the Dizzies, with the Guilty Gear characters, that I actually thought for a while that they literally took the cutscene from the game and just put it and, you know, plopped it in. I was like, oh, that's kind of cheap, but no, they actually redid it and it looks so on spot. Like, I don't, they must have took the thing and did frame by frame on the animation, because it looks gorgeous, guys. It looks so good, so good. Like, I couldn't be much happier with like how they did the Guilty Gear characters, even as how cancerous is Dizzy is in PvP right now. I know y'all. This one ain't showing. Too bad. I wanted to see what that looked like. It was probably his super. But yeah, they're talking more about Kawarick and his design. I think this character is absolutely crazy looking. I think he looks really good. I definitely like him. I like me some edgy boys. He definitely looked cool. He also got some cool designs too. He went through some crazy iterations. Like, come on. Like, would y'all actually be mad if all these became skins? Like, I don't know. I like it. Like, I would take all of them as skins. Like, give me all of them. Give me all of them. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah, that's Kawarick. They're talking more about like how he fits in the story and stuff like that. Yeah, he's a pretty cool character, definitely. I can't wait till he comes out. I definitely like his design. He he definitely got a wild boy side. Like, they could go crazy with some costumes, like for real. Like, you know, especially with the guy characters, or so, you know, they could do like sets almost, like, you know, like maid set for girls, or yeah, I wouldn't mind like a school set, you know, schoolgirl set, schoolboy set. Yo, just have all the boys. Yo, team clean boys in school outfits. Team clean. Have Cowwick, have Crow. Who else a clean boy? Who else a clean boy? Give me some more clean boys. Straze. Get Straze in there. Maybe Straze. I don't know. Is he a clean boy? Y'all let me know who the clean boys of the game. I'm gonna have to say Cowwick and Crow for sure though. Crow in schoolboy outfit would actually be OD. Like, he's actually my boy. And then talking more about Beth Design. Little Beth. I don't know. Whatever people want to call her. Lily. But anyway, she's the character that went through like the biggest overhaul of design. You know, before her design was like, she had like almost pasties on. So they made her a little bit more safer work in the design approach. They gave her like a full body outfit. It's not terrible. I know people are going crazy on Reddit right now that they censored her S3 with that right there. You can see like the debris and rocks is like covering her butt. It's kind of weird that they actually did that. I don't know. Why did? I mean, it's not like she like her full butt is out. Is Meanwhile, we got Luna over here and Judge Kisei flopping around. But they decided to censor a fully covered butt. I have no idea. But whatever they chose to do, it's whatever. I think she's a cool character, and I definitely like her kit. Look at it. That's her like sitting down animation. So yeah, they talk about how the design process for her. They wanted to make her seem like overly aggressive and like super cute at the same time. So like, she has this cute outfit. She talks very cute, but then like she's hyper aggressive when she actually fights, and like she's crazy, and like look the way she sits down, like snippety snap. And yeah, of course, the boy Straze. He definitely went through an overhaul. I think this is very cool. I'm actually going to zoom in on this part real quick, just because I like that they like, look how many hairstyles he actually went through. Like, he had the ponytail one time. Wait, does he actually have facial hair? Actually, I don't think he has that. Did they take that out? Because you see, he got a little bit of chin stubble like me. He got he had that, and then like he had the short hair. He had the slick back. Ooh, I see you. He had the slick back with the longer style, and then of course, he got this is what he got now in the crazy hair. I actually like how they did that, the ponytail, but showed like a side view of how it looked. I think this looked pretty cool. And then this one, where he has the short hair. I like the long hair one. It's not bad. This ponytail one looked kind of clean though too. I wouldn't mind that. They actually at one point was going to give him an eye patch. I wonder what, like, okay, like, I guess some characters just have eye patches for the sake of eye patches, but was there going to be like a real reason for him to have? Maybe they was like, okay, he's going to have an eye patch for the sake of an eye patch. Let's take that out because we don't got no plot for that. But yeah, it's definitely a cool process. And then of course this is what we actually got of him. This guy is he got some soul bad guy going on, because he got like 5 billion like abs and ribs like he is actually built. You can definitely see with his shirt off right here how built he is. So he is definitely a strong guy. He definitely been hitting the gym in Britannia somewhere in the galaxy. He been hitting it up. He got he get the 5-star discount or something, because he ain't paying for nothing. But yeah, he definitely looks really cool. And they talked about his design. They wanted to give him a sense of charisma, but like almost a sense of edge as well, with like the over the top black design, like black everywhere besides like a hint of red in like parts of his cloak and his jewelry. So like you see right here, and like in the sword. And I believe there's some more red somewhere else. Or I might be thinking of the cape. The cape is actually purple, which I think the cape is kind of cool because it reminds me of like the where is it, like almost that galaxy area you were in with Lulika. It's like, he came from there as well, so like to see that like sort of pattern inside of his cloak is also really cool. That's part of his design. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much the dev notes for this, guys. This dev notes, like I said, they just really wanted to show the process of everything they've been doing, so we can appreciate and understand exactly everything that goes into the things that they do. So, you wonder, hey, why are we getting characters this fast, or why are we getting content this fast? It's because there's this strenuous process that they go through to make these characters and to really flesh them out. Like, they have these ideas and they want to implement them in the best way possible. And it's just, it's a lot of work when they do this. And I'm pretty sure, like, there probably are some characters that probably totally got, I don't know, maybe it's a character that totally got scrapped or something before. Because they wasn't liking how it was fitting in, and they did a lot of work and stuff, and stuff like that. So just want to show us like exactly what did they do, and how I think it's always good to like have an understanding of what the devs do. I always like when devs do this, like even AAA devs. Like I know the people who do, kind of off topic, but I know the people who do like Uncharted and stuff. These really big like dev letter things, like they'd be like an hour long talking about like the making of like an Uncharted game. I think this is really cool, not only for like developers themselves, but also for people just to have an understanding of all the work and craftsmanship that go into the games that are being made. Anyway, guys, if you liked anything I had to say, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to push the notification button so you know when another video goes live. As always, my name is DaikenXDan, and I'll see y'all next time. Signing out.